Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Spirit Walking with Spirit Walker. And today I'm out here on a kind of cloudy day, and I'm going to spirit walk through one of my favorite old haunts, Bear Creek Swamp. This was a place that's supposed to be haunted, supposed to have all kind of different creatures out here. Today we're going to take a look around, see what we can see some of the spookier places maybe. It's not really that spooky to me, but I thought you'd enjoy a tour. Let's spirit walk. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Bear Creek Swamp. It truly is a swamp, as you can see. I am standing right now on officially Yataga County Road 3, which runs right through the heart of Bear Creek Swamp. And on both sides of the road you can see swamp. There's no telling what kind of animals live out here in the swamp. All manner of different animals probably live out here. But what is rumored to live out here is everything from Bigfoot to little people to ghosts and goblins and satanic rituals, and you name it, it's been rumored to exist in Bear Creek Swamp. Been coming out here since I was a teenager, back when I was in high school, and this was the road that you always took your date on late at night to try to scare them. And there's been rumored to be giant birds that swoop down. People have sworn that they've seen they've seen the shadow of a giant bird completely cover their car as they drove down the road. There's a giant bird now, just came down out of the tree right there. Giant bird right in the middle of the road. There are some very interesting formations out here. These little stumps that stick up, they can be all kind of things in the dark. As you can see, the swamp goes back in there quite a ways. It's a very eerie place at night, I'll grant you that. But the imagination scares you more than anything else. I've often been asked, would I spend the night out here? Sure, I would spend the night out here, not actually camp in the bog, but I spent many years as a military survival instructor. I've actually survived in every environment in the world, literally. You give me a .45 pistol, and I will gladly spend the night in Bear Creek Swamp and brave the Bigfoots and the giant birds and all the other mythical creatures that are said to be surviving out here. And I will survive the night with my .45 pistol, because it doesn't matter what's out here in the woods, it bleeds. I don't believe in ghosts. You can see all kind of different things floating out there, tires. Haven't seen a body yet. There seems to be an old chair laying over on its side. Looks like a old recliner someone's dumped out here. I haven't really seen any wildlife in the swamp itself. I don't know if you can hear the birds. Looks like a little feast was had right here. Feathers. Survival of the fittest. I wonder if we could walk out on that log right there. You would expect quite a few beaver to be out here in this area. I don't know if it's from clear cutting, if it's from a storm or tornado or something that might have come through this area. That's always a possibility. But it's a perfect place for beavers to build dams. And I'm surprised I don't see much animal activity. Maybe Bigfoot scared them off. I sure hope Bigfoot doesn't step on any of the little people out here. That would be a tragedy. Saw this as I was coming down. That's kind of neat. The way that dead tree is lodged in between those standing trees. It almost looks like it was done on purpose, huh? Almost looks like somebody was trying to build a shelter or something. That'd be a perfect way to lodge something in there to make a lean-to shelter. Maybe Bigfoot did it. Picked it up, stuff. Then he'd have to sleep in this. I don't know how intelligent they are. In fact, I think somewhere right now there's a Bigfoot trying to convince his friends that we exist. Showing them some blurry picture. There were some paranormal investigators that came out here, roamed around, tried to find, you know, spooky things. Mostly, if you look on YouTube, you can find a couple of videos. A man and his wife driving through Bear Creek Swamp, scaring each other to death. That's usually what you had. But one of the things that they looked at quite a few times, that they always try to come down here and look at, is this little artesian well. There's hundreds of artesian wells in this area. Here's one. It's a well that just comes up right out of the ground, and as you can see, this one's flowing, as they all are. This one at one time looks like it was capped, and so that people could get drinking water out of it. Now it's just flowing freely. There's an old jug that obviously somebody came out and got some water. At one time I saw a picture of this well with a bunch of doll babies and all manner of different things scattered around it. It looked like some kind of a ritual was going on, and that's what the report was, that there were witches out here that were doing different satanic rituals and yada yada. There are a lot of people that actually live in this swamp, and I'm not talking about crazy banjo playing people. I'm talking about normal everyday people that have farms out here. Here comes some guys on four-wheelers that have farms out here, and if I lived out here, I would definitely put together some things that would spook people, just to be messing with people, because that's what life is all about, messing with people. See, there's a no trespassing sign. I don't know if Bigfoot can read English, but he needs to stay out of there. No trespassing, Bigfoot. I don't know how many Bigfoots. Is it Bigfoots or Big Feet? I don't know how many Bigfoots or Big Feet are out there, but they need to stay out of there. No trespassing. See, this is what I mean. It just looks like a storm blew most of these trees down. You can see a lot of debris on both sides of the swamp. Maybe Bigfoot's knocking all the trees over. Don't knock them over on the little people. I always wonder when I see things like this laying out in the middle of a swamp, how in the world it got here. Who dumped this out here in the swamp is what I want to know. It looks like a cowling on a truck or something. Not quite sure what it is exactly. But somebody has dumped it out here in the swamp. You can see as we continue to drive down County Road 3, you can see there are actual real people some of them with real money, that have farms and houses. I'm sure truckers, I'm sure loggers might live out here, but a lot of farmers and just ordinary people live out here in the middle of Bear Creek Swamp. Life is cheap out here on the Canadian. So here I am at Southern Roots Hunting Club. No trespassing, no hunting. That's kind of an odd sign for a hunting club. No fishing, no trapping. Okay. What are you allowed to do at this hunting club? I guess explore your southern roots. Dig some up. They're edible. So, that's my romp through Bear Creek Swamp. I hope you enjoyed it. Not much to see here, really, unless you got a really good imagination and you can fool yourself into thinking there's something spooky out here. And I tell you what I'm going to do. Since you watched the video, hit that subscribe button. If you subscribe and 999 other people subscribe, which is not, my first video got more than 1,000 hits. Get me 1,000 subscriptions. 1,000 subscriptions to this YouTube channel, SpiritWalking with Spirit Walker, and I guarantee you I will spend the night in Bear Creek Swamp and film the whole thing for your entertainment. 1,000 subscriptions. A lot of people are liking it. A lot of people are liking it all over Facebook because it gets shared on a lot of different Facebook sites. That's okay. That's great. I love that. I love to read the comments, and I do. I read all the comments. But comment and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Hit that thumbs up button on the YouTube channel, subscribe on the YouTube channel, comment on the YouTube channel, and I will get back to you. I will go to places that you suggest. I will film all types of things. Get me 1,000 subscriptions and I'll spend the night in Bear Creek Swamp. Deal? How can you resist? But for now, that's the end of this one. I appreciate you watching. I'm Spirit Walker, and I approved of this message.